Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we've got a glitch Tracy McGrady build. So make sure he's a shooting guard. Now the glitch instructions will be in the description. It's just a bit of an easier way to follow the instructions and makes the video not so long. So make sure he's a shooting guard to start with. Now these are the body settings I recommend you finish up with at the end of the glitch process. So make sure T-Max 6'7", 184 pounds and the 7-foot wingspan. Body shape's up to you. I just chose defined and we'll move on to the attributes. So T-Mac, he was a 2-time scoring champ. He was a 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA player. So at his absolute prime, he's a really unstoppable player and he was very well-rounded as well. Could score from anywhere on the court. So I really wanted to make this a versatile 6'7" shooting guard. So in terms of close shot, we are going to push that to 83 because he did do a lot of work down low, particularly in the post, using his height to his advantage against other smaller guards. So we want that close shot 83 for the extra badge point and a lot of good badges, gold and silver. Now for driving layup, I'm going to push that to 82. So at 80, you just get those layup badges silver, which I think can be handy to put some points into, like particularly fearless finisher. But just to push driving layup up to 82 for the extra badge point. So make sure driving layup's 82. Now for driving dunk, he was a very posterizing, type of player. Could definitely rise up over centers and slam it in their face. I would have loved to have got elite contact dunks with this build, but because he's such a versatile player, I just had to spend some of the points elsewhere. But you will have the 85 driving dunk for the extra badge point, some of the alley-oops, and also the pro contact dunks off 1 and 2. So you will have an ability to finish over the top of centers. Particularly at 6'7", you will be pretty tall, so you should be able to, get more of those contact dunks than maybe some other guards would. Now in terms of standing dunk, I do recommend pushing that to 45 because, like I said, you are 6'7". You might be playing around the basket a lot with this build. Just to get those standing dunk can be really handy just to secure those 2 points. Maybe on a late backdoor pass or you fake out your guy, it can be handy just to have a dunk package to go to. Now for post control, he was a really great post scorer. Think of him a bit like Kobe Bryant. He would use his athleticism, shoot from mid-range, had a decent 3-point shot. But he could also go down low and play in the post. So I've chosen to push post control to 85 to get those Hall of Fame post moves. So you will be able to back down a lot of smaller guards and really take advantage of your height and wingspan and just totally dominate some of those smaller guards down low, particularly on the park where you can really isolate yourself in the post. Now for shooting, he was a really great mid-range shooter. Not necessarily a 3-point shooter, but he was a very high volume scorer. He only shot 43% from the field for his career and 34% from 3, so he wasn't very efficient. But that's probably due to him taking a lot of shots and probably a lot of difficult shots that he didn't need to take. I'd say he was actually a very good shooter when he was relatively open. So in terms of mid-range shot, I'm going to push that to the max, which is 89 to get those 14 badge points. And then 3-point shot, we're going to push to 84 to get the extra badge point and a couple badges gold, that circus threes and the catch and shoot gold as well. Now for free throw, he was only a 74% free throw shooter, so he wasn't great at the line, but I had the points to push it to 84. I couldn't really upgrade anything else by dropping free throw down too low, so I just chose to put it on free throws. He will have a pretty good strike rate at the line. Now for playmaking, he was a pretty good playmaker as well. So we want to push pass accuracy to 85, of course, to get that gold bullet passer. Ball handle, we're going to push to 85 as well, so we'll have a lot of the dribble animations there with the 85 ball handle. And then speed with ball, we're going to push to 83 as well, which is the max to get that gold, quick first step, and also the extra badge point for the 28 playmaking badges. So you'll have definitely an ability to take guys off the dribble. You are 6'7", so couple that with the speed, you'd be very devastating from the perimeter. In terms of defense, he was a pretty good defender. He only averaged 1.2 steals a game, which wasn't a heap. But he did average 0.9 blocks a game and had seasons where he averaged over 1 block a game, which is quite impressive for a shooting guard. He is 6'7", so he definitely had the height, but it's still impressive nonetheless. So what we're going to do is we're going to push perimeter defense to 85 just to get that gold clamps. Really make use of that height and build on defense. And steal, we're going to chuck to 86 as well for that gold pickpocket. And for block, we're going to max that out to 75, which is one below the max, sorry. So just a 75 block. So at 75, you get rim protector silver, and I thought that might be cool to have, particularly if you're on help defense and you're coming from the weak side, you might be able to get a lot of block shots, meeting people at the rim, so that could be really cool to have. Now for physicals, we're just going to push both speed and acceleration to 84. You can only go to 87 speeds, it's not too far off the max, and you can only push acceleration to 85, so it's only one below. So you're not losing too much on speed, you'll still be pretty quick for a 6'7" guard. And in terms of vertical, we do need to push that to 75 to unlock the contact dunks, so make sure that's 75. And we're just going to chuck the rest on stamina for 90 stamina, and that's the build. So in total we have the 26 finishing, 29 shooting, 28 playmaking, and 17 defensive badges, for a total of 100 badges for this glitched 6'7" Tracy McGrady build. That's pretty much a 3-level scorer with Hall of Fame post moves, contact dunks, pretty much gold shooting off the dribble and off the catch from the perimeter. Got that gold playmaking off the dribble. Got gold defense with a really great ability to protect the rim. And it's also pretty quick as well, just moving around the court. So a really well-rounded build. You should have a lot of fun with this one, either at small forward, at shooting guard, wherever the game puts you. So all my wing players out there should have a lot of fun with this. In terms of takeovers, I just chose pull up precision because he's really great off the dribble, and then negative impact as well because he's a pure shot creator. So we definitely want an ability to hit shots in people's faces. But as you can see, you've made a playmaking shot creator with shades of Devin Booker, Jerry Stackhouse, and Paul George. I'd say Paul George, offense, he might not be as athletic now as T-Mac was in his prime. Probably Paul George's prime was fairly similar to T-Mac. Probably not a greatest scorer, but definitely the athleticism was definitely there. But we'll take a look at the badges. Now for finishing, he was a really great slasher, so we definitely want things like Lob City, Posterizer, slithery finisher. Unstrippable bronze is great so you don't get stripped. Limitless takeoff is there. Fearless finisher on bronze could be great as well. But of course, he was also a great post player. So, back down punisher, fast twitch, maybe a bit of hook specialist, grace under pressure, drop stepper. You've still got the one left, so you can put this on anything you like really. Maybe mouse in the house to get those boosts if you're on a really small guard. Someone that's 6'3" or shorter, that can come into play as well. So that could be a good layout for T-Mac. Now for shooting, he wasn't a great 3-point shooter, but like I said, he was good off the dribble. So we definitely want those dribble off the dribble 3-point badges. Circus threes. Silvery off ball is great to have on bronze. He was a volume shooter, so we definitely want that on. Green machine. Because when he got hot, he got really hot. We all remember the time when he hit like 13 points in 30 seconds or something crazy like that. So we definitely want clutch shooter on at least gold because he was really clutch player. Catch and shoot, difficult shots off the dribble, hot zone under rhythm shooter, sniper, stop and pop, set shooter. There's so much badges for T-Mac. When you make the build, you probably want sniper higher than that, but these are all the badges I would look at for T-Mac. Limitless spotter, fade ace because you are in the post. You probably want Chef as well. That might be one to look at for T-Mac. So these will be all the badges I would go to. Deadeye's there. There's just so many for T-Mac. It's hard to get them all in. Deadeye, Lucky 7 as well. Played in a fast offense. So these will be all the ones I would look at for T-Mac. Now for playmaking, definitely that bullet passer. Fantastic badge. Quick chain. Triple threat jerky. We played out of the triple threat a lot. Unpluckable's great, stop and go, quick first step for that speed, needle threader, blue hands, diamond, he's a triple threat. He was a triple double threat as well, so we definitely want some passing badges. Downhill to help with some speed, you've got handles for days, post playmaker because you will be playing in the post a lot, and then tight handles, and then also space creator because he could definitely create his space off the dribble in that mid-range. So that could be a good layout for Tracy McGrady. Just ensure, quick chains there as well. I think the game didn't quite trigger that I put it on there, but quick chain would be a great badge as well. Now for defense, you've got the 17 here, so you can really make something that can just lock down your direct opponent. So, clamps, get that interceptor, Pick dodgers there, intimidator, help contest shots on the perimeter. Pickpocket, tireless defender, and then rim protector as well to help with those weak side shot contests at the rim. And that could be a really versatile defensive build at 6'7". All in all, that's the build. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a really great day.